Killed one out there. It's got a real long time.
Got a good night? Oh, the little lady Bethany's really kind of on now, isn't it? Yeah, I won't mount one to make the boom box. I'm gonna mount one. Huh? They keep getting a little bigger and maybe next year. You need anything? You want an old coat or something?
No, I
like that?
That's
a good coat, isn't it?
No, this ain't here.
Every time I see one, I get here all over. Billy, he's getting that now. We dropped it twice. Still didn't have near the hair on it. Sharon bragged on that. She said, "That's all right." I said, "Well, we dropped it twice."
Well, I sharpened this thing with steel before I come over here, and I still can't.
Here, I got this.
See if it's better than that.
I'm not very good at sharpening a knot. I got this.
Mine.
I got this. And I got this. But this, I think, was running.
I think it just needs a good.
No little oil on that.
Well, I never. Now, the 8th one I shot at, it came in around. Take that and make an 8-point version, that's what he looked like. That's just, but the one I hit didn't have that long a time right there, but he looked just like him, and his horn came out like that his time. That's why I looked up here to see if I'd made a mistake, if he had a hole through it. Some of them guys swear that they can't live, some can.
What's that, deer?
Well, the one I stuck, you can see right in
Oh,
here.
with an arrow?
Right there, see that bone and that fat?
Well, if they get a chance to lay down and clot up.
Right there's you got all that fat right there, and I knew when I pulled that arrow up, or I seen the arrow, it was full of fat. I told Si, I know it hit him high, I watched the arrow go through him. And he ducked me, and I said, I missed his spine, but I went low, and I don't know how one can live with a hole from there to there. Well, okay, take your
steps, and I had it right there, and you know, you don't have to move very much. I always put them right on the center of the deer when I'm a long ways off.
But if you take that hole right there, that's exactly where I stuck at one with the arrow.
See, he run directly from me. I don't know whether it hit him first shot or second shot. I have no idea.
He broadside on the second shot? Was he broadside on the second shot?
Yeah. He just kind of picked up the pace a little bit. See, it was so early. If they hadn't left that turkey getting out of reach, I'd have missed him. I said, it was dark.
O'Neal missed one in there.
I wouldn't have seen him at all.
The turkey flew?
See, when they come out, most of them bigger ones, they'll follow the perimeter. They won't come right out. See, he waited until he got to about 20 yards before he had to cross. And that's all I took a picture from the stand the other day, and then I took one from where I shot him back at the stand.
That's a long shot.
Well, it is for me, because I ain't steady that long shot used to be. Just the exact shot that I missed him before. Matter of fact, I was probably 20 yards farther this last time, because I was sitting in a fence row the first day. And I got that ladder out there so I could get up in the damn tree. I was building a permanent stand out there. Shit, I hate to advertise something fixing place. That's what, and
That's all you do.
I just make do until I get out there.
Makes it important for you stand seen a little better.
You got a board for 3 stands?
Yeah. I use a bow hunter.
I got worried about this son of a bitch. He acts like he throws up solid as rock. down there that night before last one, got down to 20 all this shit. I never had none freeze up and then quickly. Billy get another one?
He shot at where he seen a big one over there on Dad's place. He said he was a monster by the time he got around to doing it.
On that hill, south of the hill.
Yeah.
That's a good place. I don't use out there a lot. What do you mean? I can run down there. Can't get him up no more. He's high. He ain't froze now, is he?
Huh?
No. Doesn't stink, does it? Nope. And it'll be all right. And I took a flay out for his dough and gave it to me. That's on Saturday. I ripped an old flay out there and just butterfly and threw that on barbecue the other night.
That's what I had last night.
The old lady got where she soaks it too much for my wife. She soaks it in water and drains it. I told her, you're taking all the flavor out of it. She thinks that blood's bad. And I don't shit. She says, you can't eat that like that. I said, hell, I can't watch it. I had a little Lowry seasoned salt on her and barbecued her.
I had chicken ones last night.
That's what I took. I just take the sealing out and then cut them about that thick and butterfly.
That's what I did.
They're good.
One of the chicken ones, I probably wouldn't even eat you.
You better shut the door in case game warden down there.
You know, I never seen a game warden all year.
I haven't been checked for years. It got so dang cold and rainy, I was going to get up and take you and Diane and raise that old kid up and tell you about how to get these big bugs.
Well, she's sure excited about hers.
The first thing you do is you go out there and get all them city hunters and you fill all their tags, them little does and little bucks, and you send them home the next day.
Old Johnson, he didn't wait around, did he?
No,
They just take in and comes along and gone.
Yeah, he just had one day this year. The last 2 years been that way. I shot half his deer for him last year. I shot 2 for him this year. They had a buck that he killed out of that fence line, had a weird looking horn. Did you see it? Just kind of went up there and went around the cliff.
I've seen a couple of them. They got right off the bat. I see we ran it. They were real nice guys except for that one. He got about half an hour with Sally. He shot that big 8-point I shot after the bow. Did anybody tell you this is my stand down here?
Right there. Well, y'all told him, did anybody tell you my uncle had to rent this land?
Yeah.
That's what I told him.
Sally would kill that buck. Couldn't got by him and die, huh? I had him knocked 8 yards apart. Sally was watching the sides of the hill, and she was watching right on top, and I was on the other side. He couldn't got by us. But he shot at him and went straight north, crossed over that big hillside for them hay bales.
Keep an eye on that eye that's up there. It's stuck up in there. This is just what's up in that Dubai up there. Keep an eye up there. That thing fell on Billy once down there in that. I'm gonna have to take my knife over the boot and have him sharpen it. Ain't been sharpened 3 or 4 years.
This one?
Yeah. Boy, when he puts an edge on one,
I'm gonna say it's still sharper than one I got.
I guess, listen, old Booth, he'll spend 2 or 3 nights working on that, watching TV. He puts an edge on, he's sharpening one like Grandpa used to, and when he sharpened it, it stays. That ain't a real old deer, is it? Carl?
I really don't know.
I couldn't tell. I looked. That whole mark, he had a lot of red on the front. He said they all did this year. He got 10 on the teeth. That's kind of like. You might look at it if you got to take a picture of stuff.
You got a hacksaw or something?
Hacksaw. I got this.
Or any kind of wood saw?
This is what I use. This is what I split them with. Yeah, I walked up to Randy that day. He got out of stand and started towards me. I told him to go ahead across that CRT and go over on the range and sit down one in hay bales. I'd be over there, and we did. I was going to walk that other timber out. He just got out of my sight, and I stepped out across the wide open wheat field, just on the west side of his stand. After about 100 yards, where there was about 4 sets of fresh, and how many of them was fresh in that weather we had that morning. And I just started trailing up over there, went up over that fence, and up wheat field, hit the end of that ditch that was down that pond. I just walked around the end of that ditch, and man, there they took off like bullets. They went west out across that hay field, across that one ditch, where you can drive up in that clover field, and they kept right on the trucking. I thought sure Randy would see them.
Sally, you hear about the one Fordyce got? I guess that Richard. I guess it's a real old deer. Lost all his points, and they say he's about that big around. Named Webb's up top. He's 5 and something at the bottom and 7 and something at the top on the ramp being around. He got it. Basically, well, and then between the highway going to Gilman and Larry Sharp's house, there was a ditch. There's ditches right there. And he was headed north into that corn swamp.
They say back there on Johnson and them ditches a lot too, but I've never been able to jump one out of there. Skip rode a horse down in there one time and jumped one out of the side. Take your scope back?
Not yet.
I'm going to take mine out and shoot a couple times. You tell Steve about it?
You know, I can't get Steve to order me anything up there. He'll take it back, for sure.
Yeah, he told me if I didn't like it, just throw it on the counter. I'm going to try to make sure. Last 2 deer shot didn't seem to be right where I was aiming, so.
Yeah, but
I never hate to miss a big one over something like that.
Yeah, over a scope. Like
Well,
mine,
I box and a half shell through that damn thing. And, you know,
I bet we shot half dozen if we done it, at least.
what kind of gun she shoot?
243.
So sweet gun.
Boy, I got a number on one she got.
There's a lot of deer out there on range along that creek, isn't there?
Yeah.
Have you ever shoot him one?
Nope.
So when you started, I talked to him Sunday, I guess it was, before he didn't go.
said he saw some does later in the week down in there, and he didn't shoot one. See, there was a one-horned buck in there. Well, there was a lot of them, I guess. This one had a broken back leg.
That area produces a lot of mangled horns, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've
I
seen.
guess some 8 bucks, so.
Yeah.
That one first.
I saw 4, I think, in one day. One bucks. This one had a busted back leg. And when he ran, he had to hold his tail. His tail was held out all the time. He just hobbled. Looked at me like, I seen there. I didn't figure he'd last long opening day with that tail all the time.
Sharp used to have a lot of deer out there on him a long time. Way down in Michigan. Back in there in Roscoe, I jumped around there bird hunting a lot of times back in there.
Well, this one had been just east of Sharp's house. Well, Fordyce wouldn't have got him, but another guy was going to shoot at it, made some hand loads. They wouldn't go off.
That'd piss you off, wouldn't it?
Really not on hand load.
Yeah, hell.
His leg up.
Do what now?
Yeah, I got the book at home, and I think even on tape there, cut his jaw, his hide away from it, to exactly how he is.
Oh, the camp.
Yeah, on his teeth.
Oh. I don't even that neck means so don't lose it. Get them off with it Sunday.
Get down to these one pictures.
I guess there's a lot of good sausage meat stuff on that neck. I always just quarter them, cut the ribs off, throw them to the dog, take the flays out.
Take the debone that and that back there, and the rest is gone.
Yeah. Dogs like to eat on it. We barbecued some of them ribs one time. It's pretty good. I ain't much of a bone picker when it comes to eat. I don't know what that buck weighs, but I had him on the pulling the rope down there last night to get him up to get him unhooked. And I swung on the rope and kind of kick and get him up enough, you know, to, so he must be pretty close to my weight, you know what I'm saying?
He's a big deer, but he's not, he don't look as big compared to what his horn
Doesn't look old or anything.
That's like that.
But I mean, I was, you know, pulling it pretty well even with me, so.
Did you see that one I got out there?
I weigh 185, so.
Did you see that buck I got? He made me sick after I shot him. He had a neck like this.
That's it. An arrow. See it, isn't it? Cancers, benign.
I see him all the time, and it's a little smaller. He had big old massive shoulders, big, thick neck. It was only about yay long. And he had a nice rack on him, a big rack. And he was 2.5 years old. You know, most of them, you know, the little bitty ones. His was, at times, wasn't that long. That's all I could see when he came down walking over the bank there. I was watching this other one. This other buck, little 6-point, I was watching. He had been a monster. Looked just like this one, except he had longer times than this next one. He was head there and beeline. Just stick his head. I think that'll work. Closer.
Like Randy made it up. History now, ain't it?
Oh, man. Heavy. Yeah, I was supposed to need that old green flag on there. Dude. Real dude. He's a big. Hold him in front of you and see how big he is compared to you. Hold him towards me a little more. Yeah. Yeah, let's get a side shot at a time. He's a nice one.
When we got done with him, he's looking at his ass. When he was heading out there, he's looking for some ass. Now he's looking at his ass.
About 17 1/4 on the outside, widest inside.
15 1/4.